Hey there, welcome back to the table. So what I did was offline I created another scenario and you could see that the tracks look I pretty much followed the same strategy as I did before. But this time around I got a little smarter about a few things, not too many things, but one of the things I did was is I built a warehouse in New Orleans, and that warehouse right now can store 50 goods, and I have trains set up to deliver paper, books. I'm sorry, books, textiles, like whiskey, clothes, like everything's being delivered to the warehouse even before New Orleans asks for it. So I'm just sending goods there right now. The trade off is I'm not selling those goods for profit at other places, but beyond that, it's humming along pretty well. I have 632 days to finish. I just got I'm on the textile portion of the quest at the moment. I'm only at 42 of the passengers, so I do have a little bit of a concern there, but I think I can rectify that. I'm researching the American right now. As soon as that's done, I'll be able to get some stuff going. So I moved the whiskey refinery closer to New Orleans. I got the furniture going. I don't even know if I need furniture in New Orleans, but I have that going. I have the steel mill going up here. We have 24 steel, but I haven't really done much with it yet. We got plenty of paper. I should probably deliver more. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do 4. Alright, so we got that going. I bet I have a train, this one, that's worthless. So you know what, we'll have him do paper too. Go. Then we'll get rid of that cargo. Alright, so it's humming along pretty nicely. I got the clothing industry going. I took this just to try to get some extra money, but I'm regretting it now because I need to be delivering textile to New Orleans. And then, of course, mobile's going nuts. I got 2 more pieces of land, and I already have 2 industries going here. So, very impressive. And here you can see my grain is full. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I should probably consider building some more industry up here to use the steel. Anyway, so what did I want to do down here? Well, since I have so much extra land, let's get another farm going. And deliver it to there. That'll just get us some easy money here. I can even build a clothing industry, possibly, to use the leather. It's a little bit of overkill, but it'll get me some nice money. I have the 2 textile factories going here, and they're going fine. I have these being filled in. Let's see. I don't have a repair facility set up for these guys. Alright. Let's get you repairing. And you as well. All of these guys are green. That's probably because of the age, but they're going to be upgrading soon to the American. And then all will be right with the world. Alright, so things are rolling. You can see I got some materials already in the warehouse that I could sell at any time if I need to. We're 2 days away from Golden Glory. So we're going to get max speed going. +3 to everybody is awesome. And then we have a lot of work to do here. Upgrading these guys to the American. And there is no difference between the Jupiter and the regular, other than it just looks cooler. But these guys will be humming along a lot faster at delivering their goods. Alright, so the only other difference is I focused a lot more on this pathway here. So I got a little bit of a super highway going along, and I have passengers being delivered between here and here. That was a key difference I did when I created this scenario. I did exactly the same thing as the scenario you watched, except I had a passenger route going between these two, which made me some decent money. A lot better than doing the grain between here and here. And actually, I was doing both for a while. And that's how I was getting my initial money. And I started off with just those, and then I connected the farm later. Because these were shorter routes, so I was making the money quicker. And so the daily interest wasn't killing me as much. In fact, I didn't even have to take a bond at the start of the game. So I sort of did that differently. And then I have a passenger route going from between here to here, and then a passenger route going between mobile and there. So now that the American, though, is invented, I am going to get an American. We're going to create a new one. And there are plenty of passengers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to grab 7 from there and deliver them to this special quest, and I'm not going to take any back. This is not meant to make me money. And then I'm going to put the yellow indicator on it. So basically, this train's sole purpose is just to satisfy this quest. And we're going to make 2 of them. We're going to that'll be grabbing 14 at a time and just delivering them to fulfill this quest. And then I'm going to make 1 more. Yeah, I'm going to make 1 more, but this one's going to be more traditional. We'll add it to the regular lineup, but he's going to do 7. Just going to do 7 guys back and forth. And I think I screwed up here. I meant to do this. Now that will drain them a bit, but we're going to at least get those extra trains out there so we can speed up that quest a little bit more. And then also, I got 20 guys going here, but I'm going to reduce this down to 15. And the American is a really good train, so we're going to get we're going to just put 5 guys to just start researching stuff for the American. The Menmon, I probably want to do the same thing there. Okay, I just delivered 2 textile, which was a special textile track. There he is. Alright, so he's got 4 goods. I want him to now deliver those 4 goods to here. And there should be another train that's on this quest. I just Don't know where he is. It's not that one. I know for a fact I had 2 trains dedicated to this quest. Now I can't find the other one. The problem is I have a bunch of trains already delivering to the clothes factory. So this is just, well, actually, they should be numbered. So this guy was what, number 36? So the other one should be 35 or 37. Oh, I flagged them. Look at this. I'm smarter than I thought. Alright, so instead of going to Memphis, we need you to go here. And off you go. And the problem is, as you can see, he's already on the pathway to Memphis, but hopefully he can get through this bottle jam here. And get going. Oh, look at this. The clothes factory is selling to there because I never bought it. Those jerks. That's a lot of revenue. I could have been... Look at them. Alright, so I will sell to the city if I'm over... if I'm over 15. Got new land in Columbus. I think we're doing okay here. I don't know what else I would do with this land. I guess I could build a steel mill, but it's just too a little congested. Alright, so 546 days does seem like plenty of time. And what I'm going to do is I'm happy with where I'm at, so I'm going to save the game. So if I have to come back here and do something different, I will. Because this scenario does take an awful long time. And I know I'm one of those people that doesn't like to speed up the game, and so you're seeing me play it in slow-mo here. But to me, there's just so many decisions and so many things to go manage that by playing it in regular mode, like, it sort of works itself out. But yeah, we got the Americans going. And here you can see, look, that guy's flying along at 58. And so compared to this guy, he's going really fast. That one's using the clothes. Almost everybody on here should be, like, that's also an American. It's going a little slower because he's got the passengers, but they're humming along. And we already got 72 of those guys delivered, which is good. The quicker we get those delivered, the quicker we can get back to making money. I like this here. The only thing missing are the tools. As you can see here. And speaking of which, whoops. I don't own this furniture factory. So he's going to start selling all the furniture. I'm okay with selling to the market if I have over 15 for now. Man, we got a lot of trains, I guess because a lot of them are just waiting to deliver goods. What I don't get is, where's the train? Oh, there it is. It just seems like it's so slow. Or maybe he just arrived. That must be what's happening. It took him all that time just to get there after I purchased him. So yeah, we're draining these guys big time. We got it up to 12. There's 4 of them coming in. These are more shirts coming in. There's 4 more coming in. Excellent, excellent. We need this to finish. We're gonna get the fornicator going. Alright, apparently I just did the textile one. So, that means these guys that are marked red are carrying stuff. It's funny. So I made him go all the way down here, and now I'm going to turn him around and make him go all the way back to there. And he should do Memphis first. I'm just going to discard. Alright, those 2 are done. I know I have a couple more that are delivering down here. I just don't have them marked. Eventually they'll come down here and puke because there's nowhere to deliver. I'm not as concerned. Here you see I got 12 clothes to deliver. I happen to have 12 clothes. Oh, I want to go to that place. And boom, that mission's done. So now if I get any more clothes here, we're just going to sell to the market and make some monies. And now we got whiskey and books. 16 whiskey. Oh, look at this. I happen to have 16 whiskey. And I can sell the rest to the market. So the next one is books, which I have the books as well. Well, I have 12 of them. So now the question is this it? Do I have any more quests after this? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little smarter about this, and I'm going to save it, and then we'll test it out. But I don't have the 16 books delivered yet, so sure, we'll do this one. Let's get one of these big boys out. Alright, so things are still rolling along. I'm at 111 for the passengers. A couple of these trains, I'm sure, are the passenger ones. We can speed it up a bit. Well, looks like I got the deliver passenger achievement. And what I should be doing. Just give them a little bit of extra options there. Alright, we're up to 143, which is good. 437 days. I want to milk this as much as I can because since we have to catch up on our research, there's just so much research I can do in 400 days. And actually, if you fail this mission, remember it gives you another 700 days. You could actually get your research completely done if you use that extra 700 days. I just don't know, like how much can I afford to lose that 300 points of experience at the time? Because I would like to be able to research all 4 of the trees. I know from experience that I did not have enough experience points to finish any of the trees actually last time. So it was a limited thing. So I'm at 15 books here. The only thing I guess I should be concerned about is I don't have like tools or weapons going. So I should heavily consider fixing that. Alright, so we got the American research going. Alright, we just bought that land. Let's get this other auction going. And as much I know there's a tool factory already down. I guess I could. Yeah, it's just too much to transport everything down there. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to do the tool factory here. And the biggest thing is I need to get some lumber. We'll do 4 of them. And we're going to copy it. And then we will transfer between here and there. So all 20. And then we'll get a weapon factory going. And we will transfer to the weapon factory. Anything we got left. And then we will grab 4. I hate it when it does that. And I think what's happening is I'm accidentally clicking on another train. And we'll go ahead and duplicate that one as well. So we should have everything getting produced at this point. No more surprises. Alright, so this is one of those guys that's doing nothing. Yep, he's the fabric guy. I'm actually going to just scrap that one. Kerosene delivery. Alright, I got the books. So we're going to go ahead and save this. We'll call it See if there's any more quests after this one. Oh, that beat the scenario. See, look. So before the game takes me to the win screen, we're gonna go ahead and reload it. So basically, that's a win with the books. So now it's just a matter of letting the research build up. We want to use those extra days, get as much research going as we can. We don't even have the mogul researched yet. And it's just a better version of the Menmon. So as much as I really like the Menmon, the mogul's even better. It'll be more expensive, but we could just use John Bull's. And so the quest is for 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a sell for anything that's over 16. So there you go. I'm always going to have at least 16 in the warehouse. And then I can also sell the furniture because we now know we don't have to hold on to that. And that just got us some decent money. We got to get this quest finished. We got to do the research. I will speed it up. Oh, I'm out of people. I was wondering why it's been taking so long to finish this quest. Alright, so we got... Looks like the American finished another research. Now what's funny is I'm researching stuff here, but I don't necessarily... Like, you could argue the Forney's a little better than the American, but for sure the 10-wheeler is going to be better than the American. It's just the American, for the price, is a really good passenger one. I mean, the Jervis wasn't bad when we had it fully researched. I was okay with having a Jervis. Obviously, we had to skip it for the purposes of this mission. So, I don't know if I'm wasting my time researching all this American stuff. I guess that's where my mind is. But yeah, for now, let's keep it going. We're just going to improve that max speed, because those benefits help me in this scenario. We're getting so close. Alright, so I can no longer deliver meat to City Hall. That must mean I already did this quest. So we'll just deliver to there. Alright, we got the Forney. We're just going to keep this going. 94 days on that one. Oh, we got another... we did this. So this is going to happen here quite a bit. So I don't need to go so bunkers here. do 4 and 2. We're going to get a whole bunch of these. I could do more passengers and mail. Um, actually, it's just it's the tedium of doing all this clicking, and I'm already doing okay money wise, so it's not like I have to be so efficient. All right, so I got some of the major ones done. I can just this is a little easier because I bought them all at the same time. So it'll cover most of them. And I know I bought that one at the end. This one. Yeah, look, my people were really dwindling. I was definitely pushing them hard. All right, I think I got maybe all of them. And if I didn't, it'll pop up a message letting me know. So I got these industries started up here. I don't know if the goods finally delivered. So, for example, we don't have the weapons or the tools going. But now that we learned that the mission is going to end, I'm just going to sell the tools as soon as I make them. And the same with the weapons. So we didn't need to do anything to invest in the steel industry here. What I find interesting is these guys haven't arrived yet. The lumber arrived. Where the heck? Well, I guess they do have a roundabout way to go. They gotta come here, pick it up, come up here, then turn around. They had to have been really close. Because I don't see them anywhere. Here's T56. That's meat. Where are these guys? They're coming up all the way this way? Oh, so since this went up and had to turn around, they went all the way around. Oh my gosh. We can fix this. Don't have to make it that painful. Alright, what do we got going here? We'll go ahead and get this going. 367 days is a lot. I picked the wrong one there. We finally got this rolling. We have plenty of clothes at the moment, so I could sell those if I needed to. Ah, I missed one. At this point, I don't even care about my routes so much. I just want to get my research in. So let's get this mogul going. That's 150 days. The American is not going to finish in time, so I'm actually going to take the scientists away from that one. I'm going to make this one 20 days, 20 guys. Interesting. We finally got another land, so I could try to balance these guys out. It's not even worth the trouble. If I were to talk about like how to improve this game, I would make it so there's a warehouse at every location. Because it is annoying having to pick, okay, I'm going to buy from this factory but not that one. Like it'd be nice if everything you made just went into the warehouse. So you're always picking up and dropping off at the warehouse, and then the warehouse is sending it to the other industries. Because technically speaking, that is just how it would work. You're not going to ever deliver directly to the textile factory. I mean, I guess they could have their own train line that goes right to their factory, but usually you're just delivering to your warehouse, and then it gets on trucks and goes to the factory or something like that after they unload it. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how the logistics work. I know in Pittsburgh we did have some industry that had their own rail lines that went right up to the dock. Um, Even then, it was the main rail line would deliver it, and then they would just unhitch the trailers, right? And then I think that a train that was owned by the company would go and pick it up and take it to their dock. So it was still not delivered by B&O Railroad. They didn't like go straight to U.S. Steel or whatever. All right, got 197 days. We're gonna be just able to finish this in 40 days. Maybe we could start a few research here. The good news is the majority of the research, because this is extremely expensive to unlock these, right? This is like you see here, $131,000. This was $102,000. So getting these researched is expensive, and they also are very time consuming. The pulling mass is always super expensive when you get to the higher tier. Same with the reliability. See the 900 days? These ones tend to be shorter, these first level ones. And that was a mistake I made with the American. There's 1,062 days there where I could have picked something else, and 5 research would have been more than enough to finish these. I have it going as fast as it can, and Yeah, we're just gonna wait. There we go. So Mogul's completed. I have 153 days left. You know me, I don't like to go all the way to the last final day, although you could. There's nothing stopping you. I could, since I already paid the 24 grand here, which is a hefty price, we could try to finish this out. And it would take 101 of our days. Um, my thoughts is I am not sure I'm going to be using the American very much. So I'm gonna the Mogul for sure, since we don't have the Menmon or Memnon or however you pronounce that train. Uh, if we're gonna go jump straight to the Mogul, which is 66 grand, the Memnon is 40 grand, so we're talking an extra 20 grand here. I think we should get this stuff going. So, for example, I can do this in 108 days. I can do that in 80 days. 96 days. I have 9 guys left. I'm wondering if I could do this one. Let's see. Ooh, 140 days. Yeah, let's go for it. I have 152 days. So we're just going to research a bunch of the Mogul stuff. And yeah, my strategy is I'll use John Bulls or Moguls. And it's going to be a huge jump in price, but you know, the Moguls are going to be very important for things like the iron ore. There's certain goods like steel that the John Bulls are horrible at carrying. Even the Memnons were, you know, they were adequate. Like they could carry, I think, 4 steel when they were fully researched out. It was only like 2 or 3 steel before then. Starkville grew a lot slower this time around. We finally got our for sale sign here, but that was really late in the game. Oh, see, we're getting a build up because we've already sold our 20. But that's okay. I'm not worried. We're just running. 104 days to go. We should be getting our first research. I guess not. We got 20 some days still. This is almost as fun as watching paint dry. I understand. I apologize. We got some areas really growing here. Look at this, our cotton area. It's becoming a big boy. He's using a big boy potty. Alright, so we got our first research done. We have 71 days left. So what can I eke out in 71 days? This one's only 150 to start. Yep, we'll go ahead and get that going. And I'm well aware that this is a larger number than 71, but we're going to be okay. Okay, so another one's finished, and now we can just put those 4 guys there. Now it's down to 30 days. Let's see. We're going to be good. And then when this one finishes, we're going to put them over here. Or mix them up, or however. I'm not going to try to research anything new. We're going to be satisfied with finishing these 3, and then we're done. All right. That's a good accomplishment. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 5 of them done before the start of the next mission. I'm pretty happy with that. I think my only disappointment is there's not that many more missions left. It said chapter 1's complete, and then, you're thinking, okay, well, chapter 2 is going to be just as big as chapter 1, and it's not. We should have at least 3 or 4. We should have at least 4 more missions, though. Okay, so let's wrap her up. I screwed up there. And there it is. So we got our complete. We got our all of that. I know this was a 47-minute video, but I'm telling you, I spent 2 hours before I, hit record. So this was a lot longer. Okay, so we got 3480, which is a nice number. We can work on our tunnels. But I think we learned that the soil works is actually very pricey. So we're going to get 2 of those out of the way, and then that's it. I won't be able to get the track laying costs in. But it's just funny, you think you have all these points, and all you get is just 2 blips. I mean, if you think about this, I still have thousands of points to spend. I got 2 here, 2 there, a whole bunch here, this whole L. So basically 2 whole rows here. We haven't even touched this one. And this one's close. We got, 2 and 3 more. So we got 5 more here. And I just told you I'm close to being done. I don't think I have more than 3 or 4 missions, and I was able to only check 2 boxes after doing 1 mission. I just don't. I don't think it's possible to finish this. There are achievements, by the way, for unlocking everything in one of these trees. But as you can see, like, once I grab the ones I want, I don't finish them off, right? Because to finish this off is a luxury. They're nice to have, but they're not must-have, I still think that these ones here, this was a must-have to get an extra 10% to your soil works. Like, even the tunnels over here, I feel like I'm neglecting more than I should. But here we go. I could at least grab for 830. We'll at least grab a tunnel discount. So we're now at least getting something. So this next one. So here you can see we have our first competition. So basically, your company does not meet the requirements, and so we have to get to 3 million in company value. Otherwise, we lose our land grants. And I don't remember this mission very well, but I do remember we've got to get to 3 million. I don't think the mission ends. This is another one of those deals where once you get to 3 million, then, new things start popping up. It's not hard to get to 3 million. I mean, just a steel mill alone's 100 and some thousand. So, this is counting all the land. And if you're buying trains that cost 80 grand each, each of those are adding to your value. So not hard to get to 3 million. We're at 100,000. Once again, we're going to be competing against somebody else. And then once again, you know my trick. Alright, so we start over here in a crappy part stuck between 2 rivers. This is why getting that bridge discount was very important, because we're going to have to break across some rivers if we want to do anything important here. This is also extremely difficult because we have no passengers. And if you can see here, look, we're near coal and iron, so we could start a steel mill, but, there's nothing like Nothing basic like grain. That's very close. We have one that's all the way over here on the other side of 1, 2, 3 rivers. So, but there is a grain there. Okay, where's he at? He is all the way over here, and look at him. He's got a steel mill right next to him, and then his two goods. And look at that, a farm. I mean, you couldn't ask for it to be any better. But we're going to ruin his day, like we always do. But we'll do that in the next video. I might as well just wrap this up, and we'll make this one a fresh, clean start. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.